Leading Ukraine's defense, the SBU Special Operations Units are transforming the scene of contemporary combat. These elite groups launch vital strikes against Russian forces at close range using highly precise drones. Often operating in the most dangerous areas, their missions are deliberate and well-defined. Every blow slows down enemy advances. Every mission compromises Russian coordination. Every person behind the controls is extensively qualified to guarantee optimal performance. The Alpha Unit, one of the most elite drone squads in the SBU, reportedly neutralized around 860 Russian troops in just 2 weeks. That is not just a figure. It damages enemy morale and command structure powerfully. These are not broad bombing campaigns. These are surgical strikes, quiet, quick, and powerfully destructive. One thing is abundantly evident as the fight changes. Technology and expertise are turning tiny teams into forces able to shape the battlefield. In the Kursk region, Ukraine's Steel Frontier Brigade put on a quiet but deadly show. Drone operators from the unit moved in silently, no noise, no warning. With precision and calm, they struck deep behind enemy lines. In a single operation, they destroyed 2 Russian bunkers with soldiers still inside. And they didn't stop there. A Russian boat, spotted and tracked, was also eliminated in a direct hit. The Steel Frontier is showing what modern warfare looks like. The FPV drones of the Phoenix border guards tore through enemy transport vehicles and tanks, dismantling them down to the last bolt. They disabled every support unit trying to advance or move through the Kharkiv region. But that's not all. They also destroyed 4 trucks, 1 buggy, and a motorcycle, wiping them off the battlefield completely. Their precise strikes left no chance for the enemy to regroup or continue their push. The video opens with a precision strike, an enemy soldier caught in the open and instantly taken out. Moments later, a Sepyok rocket system is located and destroyed before it can be used. A military truck tries to flee, it's tracked and eliminated. Then, a fast buggy and a motorcycle rider fall, one after another, quick, clean hits from above. Another vehicle explodes on impact. Ukrainian drones rule the skies. 2 more soldiers are spotted on foot. Both are neutralized within seconds. A robotic ground unit appears, destroyed before it can react. Then comes a convoy truck, hit and gone. Finally, 2 enemy tanks. One burns, the other tries to push forward but doesn't make it. Total domination from start to finish. In this scene, a wounded Russian soldier is spotted by an FPV drone. Realizing he's being watched, he raises his middle finger to the camera. A final act of defiance. But defiance is not protection. Seconds later, he's taken out. In the direction of Pokrovsk, a new kind of weapon enters the battlefield. Not a soldier, not a drone, but something in between. A ground robot, small, 4-legged, and silent, moves steadily through rubble and broken walls. It looks almost like a dog, but it doesn't bark. It hunts. Ukrainian forces send it into a basement where Russian soldiers are believed to be hiding. No footsteps, no warning. The age of robotic warfare isn't coming. It's already here. A Russian infantryman attempts to move quietly through the fields, heading toward Ukrainian positions. He crouches low, hoping to slip through unnoticed. But in this war, the skies are never blind. An FPV drone locks onto him. There's no time to run, no place to hide. One strike, and the threat is gone. In modern warfare, even the silence is being watched. Now you'll witness how armored artillery units are taken out. Not with tanks, not with missiles, but with small, precise FPV drones. They strike from above with speed, silence, and deadly accuracy. Steel and armor mean little when the sky itself becomes a weapon. In this scene, a Russian soldier makes a run for the trees, hoping the forest will shield him from above. But nature offers no cover from modern warfare. He seems to forget the latest drones don't just see, they detect. Powered by artificial intelligence and equipped with thermal vision, they track heat, not just movement. Leaves, branches, shadows, none of it matters. You can hide from a soldier, but not from the algorithm. The first drone moves in, but signal jammers disrupt its feed. It loses control and fails to strike. But in this war, failure is never the end. Where one drone falls, many more follow. Seconds later, another arrives, faster, smarter, undeterred. And this one finishes the job. The sky doesn't forget, it just reloads. The Wu samurais are not staring down the ground. They also keep their eyes fixed on the heavens, since in this fight, risk emanates from all sides. Seeking to acquire data or strike from above, enemy drones, Molnia 2's Eagles and Supercams, try to march throughout the Kharkiv area. The Wu samurais, though, are waiting. Before they can act, they precisely, patiently, and using innovative techniques find, track, and neutralize these aerial hazards. The drones are intercepted in mid-air one by one and driven to fall back down to the ground they never ought to have flown over. There is no room for intruders in Kharkiv sky. One sees a Russian vehicle moving forward in the Kharkiv area. Moments later, it's annihilated with exact strike. Elsewhere, another vehicle carrying persons and tools is struck and caught in flames. Still, it does not stop there. Found perched atop a manufacturing chimney is a Russian signal transmitter. Phoenix teams spot the threat and go in seconds to eradicate it. On a road close, an enemy tank is found. Closing closer, an FPV drone dumps a charge straight into its hatch. The blast is terrible, but another drone is sent to guarantee total devastation. The tank proves to be ineffective. Later on, a Unimog troop transport, intended to restock Russian forces, is caught in the open and removed by airborne surveillance teams. After that, an 82mm mortar strike. One hit destroys a car bearing Russian soldiers, and the Phoenix squad does not wait when hostile troops try to enter the territory. They run no ground behind and squarely face the threat. Ukrainian soldiers continue to prove one thing: they are the undisputed masters of the drone battlefield. In the Donetsk region, with just one kamikaze drone, they managed to destroy a 152mm 2C-43 howitzer worth over $2.5 million. A single strike, one drone, a high-tech artillery system turned into smoking scrap metal. What matters in this war is not who has more firepower, but who uses it more intelligently. And Ukraine is rewriting the rules. In the southern outskirts near Marinka, Russian forces attempt to advance, moving closer to fortified Ukrainian positions. But every step is watched. Autogun systems and infantry squads are spotted early, then neutralized with precision kamikaze drones. FPV drones, known as the birds, circle above the trenches, scanning for movement. One by one, enemy hideouts are exposed. Some are hit from a distance, others directly from above. No cover works, no approach goes unseen. In these fields, Ukrainian forces don't just hold the line, they erase anything that tries to cross. Black smoke rises, bold, thick, and towering, clearly visible from the ground. Another heavy strike, this time hitting a moving target. On June 22, 2025, in the temporarily occupied Zaporizhia region, Ukraine's military intelligence unit, Kabul 9, working alongside the elite Alpha unit, the Southern Defense Forces, and the next group of the state's Special Communications Service, launched a precise attack on a Russian military supply train. The objective? Fuel tankers, filled with diesel, oil, and critical lubricants, meant to power the Russian war machine. The convoy was on the move when the strike hit. Massive explosions followed, and flames devoured the rail cars. The blast occurred deep in occupied territory, on a key supply route between Levadny and Molokhansk. Pillars of black smoke rose into the sky, visible for miles. And with that, another vital blow was dealt to the enemy's logistics. The fight against the Russian occupiers doesn't stop. Not on the roads, not on the rails, not even in the shadows they try to hide in. The combat keeps on throughout the front. Russian forces made 6 distinct attacks on Ukrainian positions close to Vovchansk, Stroyivka, and Figolivka in the southern Slobojansky sector. 2 conflicts are still under progress. The enemy tried to advance 3 times in the Kupiansk direction, from Zelenyi High near Stepova Novoselivka to Holubivka. Ukrainian defenses turned back all of the attacks. Ukrainian forces defended their position in the Lyman area, stopping 11 strikes close to Novy Mir, Karpivka, Ridkodub, and Kolodiatsi. The line is sturdy. 2 enemy attacks were stopped cold on the Siversky front, close to Hrehorivka and Ivano-Darivka. Russian forces struck 4 times in the Kramatorsk area, aiming at Bilahora, Predteki, and Chasiv Yar. 1 engagement is under progress. Toretsk has a great pressure. Concentrating on Dilayivka, Toretsk, Leonidivka, Rusin Yar, and Yablunivka, the occupants tried to break through 10 times. 4 of those still show conflicts. But the strongest efforts occurred in the Pokrovsk area when Russian forces sought to advance 20 times around Malinivka, Mirolyubivka, Mern, Proman, Novosergivka, Udachne, Kolyarivka, Muravka, and Oleksievka. There are still 5 conflicts under progress, and the enemy hit 3 times close to Vesely and Vilepol in Novopavlivka, even launching an airstrike on Mern. Ukraine holds steady across the map, standing the line and confronting wave after wave. The 1129th Air Defense Unit pulled 5 more imitation Herbera drones under the redrone program. Given restricted missile supplies, FPV interceptors are now a critical line of protection. There is precision involved here. Every smash counts. The heavens are under protection not only with force, but also with strategy and will. Keep educated, share the truth, help a defender.